Welcome to Growth Rising, or welcome back. I'm Bird, and here I talk about things dealing with astrology because, I mean, honestly, astrology is way more than just the zodiac signs. Um, so today, what I'm going to be focusing on is the nodes, the North Node and the South Node, or Rahu and Ketu. And, if you follow astrology or if you study it, you might know that the nodes have just moved into new signs. They have been in Taurus and Scorpio, and now they're in Aries and Libra. So the North Node is in Aries and the South Node is in Libra. So collectively, we're going to be doing more things dealing with Aries, focusing more on the individual, having more energy and drive and, you know, things that Aries pretty much governs. And, we all have that North Node and South Node set um, in our birth charts. So if your North Node and South Node, like if your North Node is in Aries and your South Node is in Libra, you are about to experience a nodal return. But the story of the North and South Node is basically, it's not two separate things. They're actually one. It's like one entity that was cut in half and thrown into the sky. Sometimes it's called the dragon, what is it? The dragon's head and the dragon's tail because it's connected. It's not as if one is like Jupiter and the other one is like the moon or our moon. But so the story is basically that the dragon head and tail, the head is Rahu, the tail is Ketu, and they're connected. What is it? Rahu is more external, Ketu is more internal, but it's basically just the same thing. And if you have found anything out about your North and South Node, I don't know if you're like me, because when I first had found out about it, I was thinking, okay, so I'm trying to move closer to my North Node and further away from my South Node. Not exactly. That's not exactly how it works. It's more of, you won't ever leave your South Node because, you are in the middle of your birth chart and everything else is around you. So it's all orbiting you, I guess you can say in a sense. But you just want to focus more on your North Node. You don't just completely throw out your South Node because that your South Node represents what you're more comfortable with, things that you might just excel in naturally. Like, let's say that your South Node, like your personal South Node is in Libra. You may do great in like, you might love relationships. Easy for you to get into a relationship, easy for you to focus on the other people. Um, you may also, take pride in the way that you look, Venus and all of the beauty. Um, you may also like to look at stuff from somebody else's point of view so that you're not just focusing on yourself, but you're also focusing on them and seeing how well, not collectively, but see how it can help your relationship all together with you and the other person. So it's not just, you know, you focusing on yourself. But if your South Node is in Libra, that means that your North Node will be in Aries. So it's just basically saying that, okay, this is stuff that you're already great at. This is stuff that you're already good. You already got that down packed. But now let's focus more on your North Node. Take some time for yourself. Don't try to follow the lead of somebody else. You need to start being the leader. And start things. If you want to do something, don't wait. Go ahead and do it. Start it. You know, use that energy that you have to help you in whatever kind of ways that you need. So that's kind of how it is. Just depending on where it is in your chart, because we did just have this shift, so we will all feel it collectively. But if your personal birth chart, North and South Node, are in Aries and Libra, you're gonna feel that return. Or I forgot what it is, half return, semi return. But if it's just basically flipped around where your north node is in Libra and south node is in Aries, you'll also feel it because those are your nodal points. It's just that yours are kind of flipped around. So hopefully I didn't confuse anyone because the nodes are not actual planets. It's like points in the moon's orbit. Like they're actually the lunar nodes. So it deals with the moon, but it also deals like with our it also affects our lives because I don't know if anybody here believes in past lives, but they'll say like your south node, like that's more of your past life. And if you don't believe in past lives, it's sometimes you can see your south node like how you were so immersed in that south node, like whenever you were like a child. Like let's say if your south node is in Libra, you probably always put other people before you. You probably always try to find the best in every situation. You always you always tried to find that common ground, and you always wanted everything to be equal and fair and just. That could have been something that you always did as a child, but now as an adult, you could be focusing more on, what? I'm tired of putting everybody else before me. It's time for me to think about me. And it's time for me to put the light on me because that's what I want to do. So that could be, how you see your south and north node in your life. I know that I've seen mine. But you do want to try to move towards your north node because there could be whatever kind of lessons that you have to learn in there. And we already know that life is full of lessons. It's never it's never this point in life where it's like there's nothing going on. I don't know about y'all lives, but me and the people who I know, there's usually something happening in our lives where we can learn from it. But also I look, y'all know my Gemini side be popping out sometimes. So that's why I have my notes right here so I don't just ramble on for too long. Um I think I had hit most of the things that I wanted to hit. But yeah, you can look up your birth chart and usually it will show you your north node. It kind of looks like a little horseshoe. But like AstroSeek or astro.com, I believe. Just type in, like, you can even Google birth chart, and you'll get a lot of options of where you can go and actually type it in. Like, you'll need to know your date, which I'm pretty sure you know your birthday, the place that you were born, and the time that you were born, and then you'll get this whole little pizza pie looking circle with a whole bunch of planets and stuff on it, and you'll see the little north node that looks like a little horseshoe, and the south node is directly opposite of it. And it's not as if like there are two different things mirroring each other. It's kind of like this two parts of the same dragon, the dragon's mouth and the dragon's tail. Well, the dragon's head and the dragon's tail. So that's pretty much what it is. And also with the dragon, the dragon is kind of like I think flying around the sky, and the head and the tail never meet, because it's always going around. And so whenever the tail moves, so does the head, and so on and so forth. But if you have North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra, I hope that your nodal return goes smoothly as possible. Because sometimes those returns can be challenging, but hopefully it goes well for you. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And have a good day. Bye.